If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com, and of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the channel. This went down quite well last time. I'm a floating head right now. I had a lot of requests and a lot of teams sent to me over the last few days, so I thought let's jump into it. When I saw the views initially on the first video, I thought, nah, I don't think I'll be doing this again. But the overwhelming response of people sending me squads, we have to have a look at a few more, don't we? So if you do want your squad, I would say reviewed. I mean, I'm in no position to tell you whether your team is good or bad, right? But I'm just going to look through it and say what I would do personally, okay? So if you want your squad critiqued in that way, feel free to send me your team on Twitter, link down below. Now, that being said, I have Rob first up. Rob's team here. He sent me two links. I don't know which one's which. I'm guessing the first one is his, yeah, that's his PS4 account. I've just seen it there. Wait. I'm guessing the first one is PS4, and then he says he switched over to the PC. He finishes around gold 3, silver 1. So the first team is this here, which obviously you can see that he started to do something, and then you can tell that he's abandoned it, because obviously it's in that state of Jordan Henderson is still there, Socrates is still there, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw is still there. I don't see that there's any point me really critiquing this, because obviously you've moved over to PC, so let's just assume that this account now is the more updated one. Politano is complete, Nainggolan is in there, he's got Ramagnoli in defence, which is a good player, Handanovic is a great goalkeeper. I don't know whether this is the right hoodie for this video, because I literally look like I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, the standout, two players that stand out to me, in fact 3 players that stand out to me that really need to be improved here. Kadira, Kessie, I think it is, yeah. I'm not going to show his name. Play it. Yeah, Kessie, yeah. I mean, how many games have you got with him? 108 games played. I mean, I don't blame you for having him in there, because he's a really good player. But at this stage of the game, that needs to be upgraded. Same goes for DeShiglio, who, again, at the very beginning of the game, I have no qualms with whatsoever, but you're at that stage now where you really do need to improve. Finishing gold 3, silver 1, and if you actually do still play Weekend League, hats off to you for doing that, because I physically can't do it. I hate the nonsense that comes with this game, all the bugs and the glitches, and I just tackled him but I still don't have the ball, that kind of thing. So if any of you still play Weekend League, well done. You are legends and crazy at the same time. But for the right back position, even the simplest of upgrades there, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Malquit, much better player than DeShiglio. The French guy from Napoli, he's actually not bad at all. In terms of a CDM, you don't need the link. You've got a full Serie A team, so you could maybe look to upgrade the 2 centre mids. You can pick up players in that league now that are much better than those cards that are cheaper, and you've got informs and headliners and all the rest of it coming out. Just play one Weekend League, do a Rivals, get a reward set, and you'll have more than enough money to improve these 2 positions. But apart from that, I mean, I really like Politano. Mertens is still a banger of a player. Nainggolan is great. Your defence is solid. Your goalkeeper's good. And you've got that basic chem still on your keeper as well, which I like. Alexandro's still a decent player. Lexalt, I think his name is. Lexalt. He's decent, to be fair. Don't mind him at all. Not a bad little team there, considering you've switched halfway through. That's the most important thing. A lot of people will be looking at that team going, well, it's not that great, is it? He has switched consoles or platforms halfway through. This is Raw Sound Productions, a long-time follower of the channel. What does he say first? He says, this is my team and I switched to a 4-3-1-2 in-game. Problem is I have everything is untradeable except Mane. I do have some coins invested in players for objectives, so once they're done, we'll be back up to 90k, but I can't really do anything with 90k. No, I completely agree with you. So that's his team. Switches to that in-game. And that's his bench, just if anyone's interested, in the reserves. So, reserve-wise, I mean... Oh, he took Forest over Kent, which is not something you see that often. Leave that in the comment section. Did you take Kent or did you take Forest from that SBFL player pick? Obviously, there's going to be some people out there who didn't do it at all, but be interesting to see which one you chose. I've not come up against a Forest once. I've come up against a lot of Ryan Kent. So obviously chose Okocha and Roberto Carlos as the swaps from the first time round. Picked up Milner from the SBC, which is an interesting choice. Got himself some storyline players in there. Sterling's in there, which is untradeable. Smalling as well. Let me look at the team from this point of view, because I think we all know how it would play out. So Mane is the only tradable player. Adama is interesting. I would like to know, if you've done Adama, whether it be the guy here or anyone else, is he actually any good? It's expired probably by the time you're watching this, or it's about to expire, so it's tough. We're not going to get a chance to do it right, but it'd be interesting to know whether he's actually any good, because on paper, I'm just not convinced. PK is a great defender, but you do have him off chem. I would... you've got a problem there. You have got a problem there. I mean, your fullbacks are insane. You've had some mental luck with untradeable packs. Kante is the best CDM in the game. Don't care what you say. To be fair, that's a banger of a team. I mean, yeah, okay, you've got a couple of chem issues with Kante and with PK, but in all honesty, I think the next player you need to start upgrading, the two players you need to upgrade next, really, Gabarmin and possibly King. You don't have an awful lot of money to upgrade them, so I wouldn't worry about it just yet. But keep plugging away and maybe start to look to upgrade those two players. Because I mean, that, to be fair, I'd be happy with that team right now. I would look to improve those two, but I would be happy with that team. Especially if you don't play, or I see you moan about FIFA a lot on Twitter, so I'd imagine you get fed up and don't play it that often. Hey, take a look at my team, says Leandros. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I can sell some players in my club to get around 200k for upgrades. So that's the bench, which he's bronze benching. I don't know. I don't think I believe bronze benching, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether I do. I don't think I do. To be fair, the bench isn't amazing. Oxlade-Chamberlain's decent, Bailey's decent, but they're not like world beaters. I really like Raul, and Alejandro Gomez is fantastic. The team itself, I mean, that's a banger. That is a banger of a team. There's very little that I would you need to change immediately. Again, goalkeeper on basic chem style, like to see it. You've got chem styles on all your players, which is nice. The defense, you are set for the rest of the game. I don't think you need to improve anyone. Rijkaard is brilliant. You've got Van Dijk in there, who it's only the base version, but it doesn't matter. He's fantastic. Robertson will need to be upgraded over time because he will start to sort of fall behind a little bit. But for right now, I don't think that's a problem. And Barbu is a great card. Could potentially go higher, I think. They're still in the Europa League, right? That Axel Witsel was a bargain. You've got Werner in there, which is a great card. Gnabry's a good card. Wouldn't be surprised to see Gnabry get a headliner, actually. So, I don't know. But then over time, are you really going to go out and buy a headliner card just for like one or two upgrades? Nah, not really. Nedved's a great card. I think he's got 5-star weak foot. That's a great card. A lot of people will look at Renato Sanchez and say that he's probably the weakest link in the team. Him and Robertson. I disagree with that. I think he is a great card. I really do like him. I think over time, toward the back end of the winter ones to watch, maybe future stars, you might want to start to look to upgrade him. But for the next month at least, you're fine with that team. I mean, that is a banger. I really like your front three as well. I do really like your front three. In terms of upgrades, honestly, I mean, over time, Renato Sanchez and maybe Robertson. But apart from that, honestly, I think you're fine till team of the season with that. What else have we got going on here then? Mohac, Virgil van Dijk, Martial, MVB, Marcelo, Firmino and Militao are tradable. Made over 5.8 million from trading. Marco van Basten is a beast, and also Rijkaard is really good. I got him from swaps. I mean, that is a yet another example of a team that will see you through until team of the season. Trent, I've got him. I love him. Great card. You've got two unbelievably good icon CDMs, and you've got Alan's live card thrown in there for good measure. Well done. Eder Militao obviously will go up in rating as well. Alisson's a keeper you can keep to the end. Not going to comment about Marco van Basten. I don't want to upset anyone. And then, of course, you've got Martial and Firmino. Now, honestly, Martial is probably the only card there. That's a lie. Marcelo before Martial. Marcelo's stamina is a huge issue. I'd be very interested to know why you didn't do the flashback. Maybe it was coins, obviously, but the flashback would have been a natural upgrade for you because his stamina is improved. Would be interested to know why you didn't do it. Apart from that, though, I do really like that team. I mean, the core of that team is very strong. There's only maybe one or two things here or there I would improve, like Marcelo, like I said, and quite possibly over time Martial. But to be honest, you probably get away with that until Team of the Season at least. And I say that until Team of the Season because at Team of the Season we all know that there's some crazy cards come out, right? And towards Team of the Season, or when Team of the Season comes out, that's when you start thinking, right, I can go and get this 90 plus rated card for 30,000 coins. He's going to be better than my 85 Martial. That's why I say it, you know. Unbreakable Wit says, amazing video today on the review of the squads. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. This is my current team and bench. I have 950,000 coins that I'm trading with. Need to recover from Team of the Year. Yeah, I hear that. Only card tradable is Cancelo. What's the next screen? So that's the bench, that's the reserves. Again, another Canate just sat there. He's got Player of the Month Lewandowski just sat there. Interesting that you use Timo Werner ahead of an 86 Timo Werner, by the way, over 90 Lewandowski, and Lewandowski would be on full chem. Back to the bench. Again, another Kent there. Good looking bench. Very good looking bench, actually. Let's go look at the team, though. I mean, the defence, again, Campbell, I'm not sure how good he is. I've not used him. He looks very good on paper, but a banging defence. Even now, João Cancelo is one of the best right-backs in the game, so I don't have any complaints with that. Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva are insane good players. Neymar is off chem, which does trigger me, I won't lie to you, but is what it is. He's a great card in game. You've got to use that red pick, Coutinho. So to be fair, yeah, Guardiola, that's the player that I would look to improve first and foremost because I don't like the card. But that's just me. If you get on with it, then, you know, does it really matter? To be honest, and this is just me, I'd be playing either Pirlo or Steven Gerrard there instead of him. Probably Gerrard, to be honest, because I'm a Liverpool fan. But, yeah, I can understand why you're playing Guardiola if you like him, and that's fair enough. To be honest, Player of the Month Werner, that's it really, isn't it? Let's be honest. There's no other like massive upgrade to be made there. You could get away though because you've got Varane needs that link. I was going to say because you've got links everywhere. You know, like De Bruyne is on full chem. Neymar can't get any more chem. He's got the link from Roberto Carlos. You could maybe go for something different down the middle, but you do need that link to Rafael Varane, so perhaps not. Honestly, that team there. Again, good enough till Team of the Season. Maybe look to get Player of the Month Werner. If he gets a headliner, maybe try and get into that. But yeah, that's a banger of a team again. What we got going in here then? I play 4-2-3-1 in game. Also got the Milner the second time round. LFC 1892. I mean, that's a very small picture. I won't lie to you. I do like the team though. I couldn't get on with Rush personally. I do like him, obviously real life Liverpool fan. I'm Welsh as well, which is like a double whammy. But I don't know why. I couldn't get on with him in game. Saul looks like an insane card. And, it's not the most adventurous of sides ever, but honestly, it's solid. I do really like it. I think you've got a very solid team there. I don't know how much longer Milner will last you, to be fair, because we are getting to that point where Milner and Robertson at left back will start to fall behind. But honestly, PK is good enough till the end of the game, not just Team of the Season. I would say Salah, probably the same. De Bruyne is a very good card. Trent, good enough to the end of the game. It's a solid team. It really is a solid team. Switches to a 4-2-3-1. I don't know how many people use that formation this year. It'd be interesting to know what everyone's favoured formation is. A bit late in sending this to you. Sorry, it's a pick, but I had no other way to send it to you. Hey, that's no problem. I'm going to have to zoom in on this, though. Because, okay, can't apparently zoom in. Let me see if I can... Nope. Why does it... I'll tell you what I'll do. That's... There. We can see it better now. That, my friends, is an absolute corker. Just purely because he's got Politano, Tonali, and Dalglish in the team. I mean, you don't need anyone else. You could literally just fill the rest of them with bronze players, and you'd be laughing. He's got red pick... Rashford, so got a lot of luck there. I can't see the bench, unfortunately, because that text is across it. Chilwell at left back. I do really like Chilwell. I personally would have a shadow on him, but that's just me. Again, another basic chem cell on the goalkeeper. Love it. Anchors on the 2 centre-backs. I think the 2 centre-backs are fine. I've used that Keane as well from the first icon swaps. He's really good if you use him as a CDM. I've used Tonali and Keane in the same team, though. And I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of it because I like Tonali as my CDM. And I don't trust Keane to do anything else other than defend. So there's that. Pogba for me is very slow and sluggish and horrible in general. I'm not a fan of Pogba in game. But you could put anyone there. If you've got Player of the Month Vardy, I'd probably put him there and just use... but then again, I'd use Politano. I mean, I don't know what you play in game, but I'd use Politano as like a cam or something. Wherever you play Pogba, I'd play Politano, and I'd have Dalglish and Vardy up front with maybe Rashford as cam, and then put Politano as a centre mid. Honestly, I would. I love it though. Dalglish, Politano, Tonali. Your defence is solid. Your goalkeeper's a bit of alright as well. That's a banger of a team. Let's go back down to 100%, shall we? Any more? I mean, look at my teams I've been sent here. This is a ridiculously long video. Currently in Division 4, play 4-1-2-2 in game. Love it. Lewa and Gnabry up top with Havertz at cam and Perisic at right centre mid. So his bench, Politano on the bench. What a player to bring off the bench, though. I mean, I do it myself. I don't actually start him, to be fair. I was outraged then and then realised I don't start him either. Schweini. I've never seen a team starting 11 that has Schweini in there. You've got Piszczek off chem as a centre-back. I mean, in terms of off chemistry, it triggers me, but I can imagine that he's a very good centre-back. The team in general is class. It like, no disrespect, it's boring because it's full Bundesliga, but that's irrelevant, apart from Schweinsteiger, obviously, but that's irrelevant. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. It's got nothing to do with... anything else. I like it though. It's solid. It's just one of those, you know, I went full Bundesliga at the very start of the game, and it's just a solid team, a very solid team. And to be fair, there aren't that many upgrades you can make to it, especially because you are full Bundesliga. The only upgrade realistically is an icon. So yeah, just a solid team. What do we have here then? Vinny Simpson. He says, "This is what I have. This is what I want. Always felt the Japanese are ridiculously underrepresented in FIFA," which is a fair assessment. So now they have some decent cards. I want to use them. For now, I'm happy using 2 5-star weak foot up front with Messi supplying from cam. So that's the team he has? That's the team he wants? Or other way around? I've no idea. Yeah, that's the team he has, because that's where all the ticks are, right? Am I right in saying that? I don't know. Either way, I mean, if that is the... I mean, yeah, because you want that SBC, you want those two. That makes sense. And then you obviously want the icon. Yeah, of course, of course. So let's just look at the team that you actually have. I mean, surely that... Yeah. I mean, I understand you want to use the Japanese players, and, you know, I'm not one to tarnish a dream, because I use a youth team for a lot of games in Rivals on my road to glory. Some people don't see the point of it. You might as well go play career mode, they tell me. But I understand why you'd want to build that team. But that team is better, in my opinion. But hey, you know, each to their own. I like both of them, to be honest. I'm a big fan of Dembele, even the 84 rated version. I think he's fantastic. Not used the Player of the Month Messi, but I would imagine he's insane. You know my feelings about Guardiola. Kent is incredible. The defence is solid. Apart from Semedo, that will do you. Hopefully Sevilla can do something in Europe, and that Carlos card can go up a little bit more. But you've got a really solid team there. I do like Vidal as well. I did that SBC. He only really lasted about 20-30 games for me, and then I upgraded to, well, a few other players. I managed to pack Griezmann amongst others, so I managed to upgrade that side of my team. But I do really like him. I think he's solid in midfield. And the team that you want to upgrade to, again, I'm not a fan of Guardiola, but you are limited to what you can do there. But that defence, again, that will see you through. Do those cards get upgraded as well? I can't remember which ones get upgraded and which ones don't get upgraded. I don't think they do they? Because it's Politano. So I think the Toulouse player will get upgraded, but the Bologna centre-back won't. But it doesn't matter anyway, because he's class. No, both good teams. Both very good teams. We're still going, lads. We're still going. So this is KFC Spicy Bowl. It's a bit blurry, but we'll allow it. regular Dybala, regular Allen. I've read, and I say read because people keep telling me all the time that Medell's scream card is mental. I've used it once in a draft, I think, and I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But again, rest of that team, love Cuadrado at right back. A lot of people will diss it, but I do really like him at right back. Your two centre backs are, for a lack of a better word, they're overpowered. Your bench is mental SBC. You do a lot of SBCs. Like, you've just picked up the Balassi, you've got Corona and Barbu, the Japanese centre back Renato Sanchez, Gedson Fernandez. My head is blocking Bailey. You like your SBCs, I can see. And you also like your fast food because your Twitter handle's KFC and your team name's Taco Bell. Can't fault it, mate, to be honest. I like your team. I think the striker needs to be... I say that. I like Dybala. Nah, forget it. Ignore me. I like Dybala. Don't worry about it. Maybe over time, possibly the goalkeeper into Handanovic. I do like me a bit of Handanovic. The left back, I don't know how good Wendell is. And I don't even know what Leverkusen have done in Europe either to know whether he'll be eligible for upgrades or not, to be fair. But I would say that, if I'm nitpicking, your left back over time might need to be upgraded. But apart from that, honestly, I think that team is solid. I really do like it. That could be the end of the video. Nope. Young Senior, there's a team above as well. This team looks like a banger. Fair play. That is a sexy team. That is a very sexy team. I mean, I'm not even going to critique it. There's no point. That team is class. You've got Adama Traore on the bench. Costa, Kent, Walcott, Salah, Aubameyang. Playing with Vardy is there. Ericsson. I mean, it's stacked. That's a great team. Slight chemistry issue on Shah and on Trent, but I'm sure you don't care. And Kante as well. That would trigger me personally, but no, I can understand it. That's a great team. There's just no point critiquing that. I swear some people just do it to show off. This is my team trying to play with first owner. I recently pack untradeable Aguero this year to make it interesting. I usually sub out Trezeguet and get player of the month Suarez. Can you give me your thoughts? A lot of people have done that Traore, which does surprise me, to be fair. Acuna looks fantastic. Again, I did it on my main account. I didn't do it on my Road to Glory. I've not really used him, to be fair. I just did it for content purposes. Goalkeeper. My first initial thought, goalkeeper, you need to be making a change there. That goalkeeper is a problem. I hate Areola. Again, no basic chem style, so I do I praise you for it. But I think your keeper needs to change to just anyone, even Neto. Just upgrade the keeper. And keepers are trash bags across the board, but there are bad keepers and there are less bad goalkeepers, you know. Honestly, though, I at the moment I don't see a problem with it. Over time, Renato Sanchez will need to be upgraded, but to be fair, until team of the season, I genuinely don't see a problem with it. You've got that thing this year where cards are better than what they were at this point of the game than what they were last year. So I think teams can last you longer. And if you're swapping out Trezeguet for Suarez, who, by the way, is an unbelievably good goal scorer. He just hits the target from everywhere, especially on the new patch. I'd say that the goalkeeper is your first upgrade, then Renato Sanchez, then maybe the right back, possibly. But honestly, the rest of the team is good to go until team of the season, at least. If not some of it, the end of the game. Banger. What do we have here? Squad review. And again, that is, oof. Oof! You might as well stop playing the game, mate. That's ridiculous. A lot of people won't like Kimmich. Your right back does need upgrading over time. But to be honest, Team of the Year Kante and Hazard. I've got basic Kante and I've got a 92 Hazard, I think it is. And they are fantastic. So I can only imagine how good those two cards are. You've done it. You've completed the game. Honestly, there's just no point playing anymore. You might as well stop. You've got Lala in there as well. I would maybe try. I don't know how you would. In fact, I don't think you could. I would try my best to try and get Lala in there, though. I don't know how I would do it, but I would try. I think it would be impossible without switching out like one of your centre-backs to make it sort of a French centre-back. I don't think you could do it. Ben Yedder's a bit of a banger off the bench as well. That's a great team. I'm jealous of your red... I was going to say, I'm jealous of your Red Allen. I'm not. I've got an untradeable informed version. And there we go. We did it. I did all of them. I was determined to do all of them. I apologise for the length of the video. If you want me to feature your squad in whatever the hell this video is, then all you need to do is... well, just send it to me on Twitter, really. And if you have enjoyed the video, do me a favour, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.